Okay, everybody should be joining now. Welcome, welcome. Hello, welcome to the Life Reawakened show. We're here with Dawn Crystal today. I see a hand popped up already. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. And oh my goodness, almost like what, 3 more days left in July?
Oh
It's
my goodness.
crazy. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Guys, you'll see that we are not on video today. I leave it up to each healer and how they do their work. And Dawn uh, moves around all over the place, so it doesn't really make sense for her to be on video. So that's how she moves the energy. So we are here in voice with you all today. So I see hearts flying already. Thank you. Thank you. All right, welcome. You guys are on it this Monday morning. So officially welcome Dawn to the call. So happy
Oh,
to have you here.
hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. And, it's funny, Gretchen, you always talk about the video thing with me, and I do move around a lot, but it is 5 a.m. here. So I don't know if anybody really want to see me anyway. I just pretty much rolled out of bed and here I am,
Oh my
but I'm
goodness,
always
it's
full of
so
life force. You know me. I'm just being real.
funny. So funny.
you know.
Awesome. Well, and for me personally, I enjoy having a non-video day every once in a while. So
Okay.
great.
But I am standing. I want you to know I do stand the whole call. I'm standing up, so maybe everybody would be getting a view more of my legs, and I don't think that's really good. If I
Oh,
was,
and for those of you that have been keeping track of Dawn before the call we were talking about, she just got a new puppy.
yeah. Well, yeah,
So
I kind of mentioned it, but I've been, guys, I love animals. Everyone knows I'm an animal lover, just like you are, Gretchen. And my last little pup died the day after my birthday, just about 3 months ago. And it was, he was my soul, my really connected to me. And we went through so much together. Gretchen, you're here all day with your dog. I mean, when I'm working, I mean, it's my dog is with me all the time, and I have cats too. But most of my cats live outside. I'm in Maui, guys, so we don't have predators here. The cats are fine. But my dog passed away the day after my birthday, which was a gift anyway. Just him being here, he died of cancer in the end of April, mid-April. So yeah, Gretchen, I was guided to get my new little pup, which is the same, and I do like my little pup. So he's a little pug, and his name is Nalu, guys. And now I'm a Hawaiian person here, so Nalu in Hawaiian means wave. So his name is Ocean Wave. So all my dogs get usually Hawaiian names. The reason for it is because they're born here, and out of respect, I always say I'm working with the mana of Maui and the Lemurian energies here, and I'm always respectful and grateful to be here. So I always honor my animals as they're coming from the land, here. So anyway, that's long enough. But I hope everybody knows that I'm an animal lover, and I do heal animals as well as humans. So it's awesome. Yeah,
very good. Well, and so today's call, we're
yeah.
talking about rebuilding your life after trauma. And so we're going to dive into that, but there might be some of you here that don't know Dawn, so I want to briefly introduce her to you. Dawn Crystal is an internationally recognized voice sound healer, direct channel to God, the creator, medical intuitive, respective intuitive life coach, soul reader, pain release expert, and best-selling author of 6 books. She is known as a leading transformational expert, incorporated incorporating ancient wisdom for modern day success. Dawn is passionate about helping people clear emotional and physical blockages so they can manifest from their higher selves, step into their full potential, and lead their lives and businesses in ways that align effectively with their soul's purpose. She has miraculously healed many life-threatening health conditions such as cancers and unknown illnesses that no medical treatment could cure. As an active mentor for entrepreneurs, CEOs, and celebrities, Dawn is the go-to person to get out of pain fast. She participates regularly on global teleseminars, radio shows, and podcasts, and has been interviewed by The Today Show, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray, The View, and more. So, Dawn, officially,
Oh,
welcome to the
all
call.
right. I'm so humbly grateful, Gretchen. You know me. I just show up, and I'm just so happy to share and be with my soul. I like to call it the soul family here. So thank you, Gretchen, for that, and thank you for welcoming me back again. And everybody here, thank you so much. I'm always here to share divine source creator energy. That's what comes through me. And you guys know that I'm really, I don't bring a modality. I'm very pure. And I come with a very good heart to serve. So, guys, I always show up in the moment, and the way we work here is always in the moment, and it's a group collective. And, Gretchen, you always mention this too, that even if I don't work with everybody, that you can always tune into any of the, even the individual clearings I do, or whatever I do with the callers, to get energy, receive whatever you're needing in your own unique way, because we're working with Source Creator that knows where to go with everybody. So it beats our heart, everybody, and breathes our lungs, and does it for every living creature on the planet. So that's what's the beautiful part about being in our high vibrational. I don't ever call us a cocoon of light here. I like to call us an expansion light, because I'm bringing in light, and it's expansive. Okay. So
love that. I love
yeah,
that.
it's always on the recordings too, so it's awesome. Yeah.
Perfect. So we're talking about a topic that, isn't always fun to talk about, but
Well,
it's, it's a part of being human, right? And the human experience is trauma. And really, Dawn,
yeah.
there's nobody better, I think, to talk
Yeah.
about trauma than you. Like every
Uh-huh.
live call that I've done with you, you talk about, the trauma in your past and healing, and where it's taken
Oh
you.
yeah.
And so I would love to kind of start there with why you're passionate about
Well,
healing trauma, and what that can do, what it's done for you and what it can do for us.
oh, well, it's everything really, guys. I know you have a lot of different speakers, Gretchen, that come here, and it's all about high vibe, getting up to the different dimensions and all that, right? And I'm a high vibe, by the way, but but the thing is, yeah, Gretchen, I have to say, I'm a humbled healer. I'm a real humbled healer. I did not learn anything I know from a book. I learned it all from working on myself, and that's really the true way of learning how to heal, is when you really have to go through your own challenges. And I've had plenty of challenges from day one, and I won't get into all of it. I've written 6 books, Gretchen. If anyone's interested, they can check me out on Amazon. But anyway, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to say that, yeah, my whole life, Gretchen, has been filled with trauma since day one. Starting with my family being so dysfunctional, no love from day one, growing up with alcoholics and abuse around me my whole life, my whole childhood, and not one little inch of love at all given to me. So my whole life was, I look at my life as a gift now, Gretchen, but really in the beginning it was very empty, not having friends, being, I didn't even have friends. I was such an outcast. I can't even tell you. It's really prepared me to be this healer that I'm doing now, because I'm so different. But growing up as a kid, not having friends and having a family just putting you down the whole time, and not really having a support system, really, really shaped my life. And it wasn't really in a good direction, except I could just say, Gretchen, I've always had my divine God presence, you want to call it God or Source Creator, guiding me, because I don't even know how I survived that, to be truthful. All I can say is I somehow was guided to do the work that had to be done in order for me to be where I'm at now. And I'm here to get everybody here within whatever you're at. I like to say that, everybody on some level, Gretchen, is suffering from unresolved trauma in some ways. And I'm talking about, you don't have to have a big hit you over the head experience in this lifetime. I'm just talking about, maybe it is, maybe there's an incident replaying over and over in your head from childhood that's sabotaging your growth, guys, and your happiness. Okay. And a lot of times, like I said, growing up, depending on what kind of culture you grow up in, my family was suck it up, there's nothing wrong with us. My whole family was in pretty much denial, and I love them now. Most of them are deceased, but it's a lot of us just are grown up in family dynamics where we really don't express love. You guys know who I'm talking about. I work with people all over the world, and I'm doing sessions all the time. And people, have the cultural family thing, and I can tell you, my family was not one to really exchange love, not even divine feminine energy. So back then, we just stuffed it down low as far as we could inside of ourselves, and hoped it went away. You know what I'm saying, Gretchen? And a lot of that, for me, it caused me so many health problems. That's why I'm such a great healer, healing, because I had so many health problems most of my life, Gretchen, with digestion problems. My stomach looked like I was pregnant most of my life, and I didn't even have any kids because of all the trapped emotions that were in my stomach. So, trauma could be just betrayal, guys. It could be from abuse. It could be verbal abuse. It could be just neglect. Okay. It could be loss. just having a loss. I mean, I just lost my dog, and that was really the love of my life in April. That was, believe it or not, Gretchen, that was some trauma I had to clear on myself with that. Can you
Of
believe? I mean,
course.
believe it
Yeah.
or not, I had major. It was just amazing how much came out. So it could be a loss of a pet, someone who you love dearly. It could be, it doesn't have to. It could be long drawn out death. It could be a passing of that's short. I don't know, but everybody has their own way of coping with this, and a lot of times we just, it's hard. It's harm. It's bullying. Bullying is a big one. I don't know about you, Gretchen, but growing up in school, when I was growing up, because I was such an outcast, I was so bullied in school as a kid. And the teachers, oh my God, back then, I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys. I'm in my menopause years. It was amazing what went on in school, and how I was treated. What got people, what happened. How things got to be, got away with all this stuff. These days, it's not really accepted. So, with all this, even I just want to mention thing too, Gretchen. It's, and I'm very passionate. Can you tell I'm very passionate because my whole life has been trauma. I mean, if anybody should bring a trauma program, I know it's me, because I've been pretty much cleared everything. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have stuff to clear that doesn't come up, because I'm not exempt from this, guys. I have to do my work, but it's me. Now, I just want to say, basically, you can have trauma from your family lineage. You can be carrying ancestral trauma, guys. Maybe you might be sitting here on the call saying, well, I don't really have any trauma. My family was great. My mom and dad were loving. Yeah. But, I can tell you, a lot of times when we're doing this soul work, this spiritual work that we're here, we're on these calls and we're doing our work, and whatever work you're doing, guys, you're all about, of course, we're here to raise our consciousness and our frequency and really align ourselves. My work is aligning you to your soul's purpose. Okay. So, and that includes everything I come out with, which includes this trauma program, because really to be a high vibe, guys, is really to do our work. And that means to do our physical work so we can raise our frequency. And raising our frequency, not to get off too much on here, but if raising our frequency is also raising the frequency, guys, of your body. Okay. Your physical body. I know there's a lot of healers out there who don't want to be in their bodies, and they're up in their stars. And I probably was one of those, Gretchen, in the beginning when I was so traumatized, but I've learned to really ground in my body, because we're born in this body, guys, to have a human experience, and we can be a high vibe in our physical body. But a lot of times, I know me, Gretchen, growing up, it was painful to be in my body. It was so painful growing up at all the years. And then I had even marriages, Gretchen. I could get into that. I've written 6 books, guys, but I can tell you, marriages that were just not loving either, because I had to do my work to love myself first, right? So I had very empty relationships. So most of my life, when I was married, I did that twice. It didn't work too well. So, it's just, everything just kind of compounds, and then you got to do something about it, because then if you don't do anything about clearing your unresolved trauma or emotions, or whatever you want to call it, it stems into the physical. Okay. It stems into how you feel in your body, guys, your energy, your life force, your energy flowing through you. Just I just like to say, it just really, it just kind of keeps you stuck, guys. A lot of you guys, I work with a lot of people on just fear, just kind of stuck in these weird fears and all this kind of moving forward. You want to move forward, and you want to be this productive. You want to be aligned to your soul's purpose, and really be really out there, sharing your gifts or whatever it is. It's, it's really clearing what's from all this stuff. And it could be from your childhood, or it could be from an adult trauma, but it also could be something you inherited. Okay. It could be ancestral inheritance. Too, that could show up at any time. So you could be carrying baggage from your family that needs to be cleared in this lifetime. So it's, there's all different types of traumas that we carry. And also, a lot of us, just moving forward in our life, Gretchen, I don't know about you, but I mean, I had problems with, like, after having trauma, I had, like procrastination issues. I don't know if some of you guys feel like that, but after I had trauma, just the not wanting to do anything, just melancholy or whatever they call that, it just really helped me. It really didn't help me early on to, like, be motivated. Okay. So my lack of creativity really lacked. I don't know. I mean, a lot of us are even saying, what's my gifts, and I'm really good as far as activating people's gifts now, really with aligned to their soul's purpose. But just your creativity level is, like, lacking too, in your health, like I was just talking about. And how about just feeling happy, Gretchen? A lot of us just kind of go through life, go through the routine, and really feeling depleted, guys. Maybe just feeling depleted, and you guys are feeling maybe just a lack of energy. I don't know about you, but for many years, I used to get out of bed, guys. I felt like I never even slept. I felt like I almost like was beat up when I was getting up, when I was so full of trauma. Okay. Digestion problems is a really big one too. Digestion problems is huge. I've had that for years, and sleep issues. I don't know about you, sleeping, and just vagus nerve malfunction. Your vagus nerve that runs through your whole body, that operates, it's just like when your vagus nerves are overloaded, sometimes we need to reset it, and a lot of times we don't even know how to do that, right? And just depression. Okay. I don't know about you. This brings up depression. For years and years of depression. I used to walk around with really heavy depression. It wasn't even mine, Gretchen. A lot of it was, but a lot of it was from my ancestral line. And that's what I clear. This whole program will clear that too. Black depression, really heavy depression. If you have that, you know what I'm talking about. It's really hard. And heart problems, maybe heart palpitations and stuff. That's another big one, because, if you're carrying unresolved trauma, a lot of times we have underlying fears, guys. Okay. And I like to say even phobias, okay? A lot of us get these weird phobias, and it really keeps us stuck, keeps us stuck on the hamster wheel of life and not really moving anywhere, not moving forward. So this is really important that we're talking here, guys. How about anxiety? Gretchen, I don't know about you. I watched pretty much half my family kill themselves growing up with drugs and alcohol right in front of me as a young child.
Right.
I had to deal with years of anxiety. And basically, and I'm not saying anything rude, but doctors want to put me on medications as a kid. I luckily there was some part of my soul, or my God present self, I like to call it my divine self, saying, "Don't do it." I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it. I'm just talking about my situation. Okay, it just was what it was doing is I tried it as a kid. It would just suppress all this stuff even more. And then just how about fight or flight? Fight or flight is also caused from unresolved trauma, guys. So if you tried medications, hypnosis, a lot of us have tried all different therapies, and a lot of this has not worked. It's because we just need to dig deeper. And all I can say is I'm authentic here, standing here with you today to say that I've bulldozed my way to be where I'm at now today, where I'm very much aligned, as not with just the divine creator, but aligned to my soul's calling, and also my passion, my feelings. I like to say that's another thing too, Gretchen. I can go on and on here. Unresolved trauma, having just numbed out feelings. I lived pretty much half my life like that. So that's why I'm here. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to help. Well, work with callers too, but just kind of get people clearer. And I really feel that this trauma toolkit, freedom that we're working with today is really needed. I don't think we do. I don't think I've ever come out with the trauma program before, but I realize we need it more and more, especially this time that we're living in on this planet. We got to keep ourselves clear, guys, and we need to keep we need to kind of get the I like to call it the energy triggers out of the way, because a lot of times with all this craziness that we've been dealing with the past few years, what I'm talking about, Gretchen, with all this stuff that's happening on our planet, and how things are just kind of unknown here right now, right? We could easily be triggered into that fear of what's happening on the planet, because of the fact that we're still carrying something underlying in us that's attracting to that. So that's what I'm all about. I'm here to raise your frequency and do all that. And I work with a lot of teachers and spiritual people that I'm a healer, and I'm good at raising frequency, but we still need to start with their bodies and what's happening now. So again, if you don't have trauma from childhood, guys, I can tell you on some level, if you're doing spiritual work, and you're probably the one that's in your family doing the spiritual work compared to a lot of people, I'm not saying you are the only one, but in most cases, I see this with families. There is somebody that's one person doing a lot of their own spiritual work. And a lot of times they don't realize that they're ancestors or whatever they have to do is going to and maybe they have made agreement before they came here to do some spiritual work for the family. That's going to affect you too. Okay. So, and that's me too, Gretchen. I just cleared even myself just the last couple days ago. I've been working, I just came out with an ancestral program, a couple of them in the past. Well, I had to work on even my own ancestral trauma. That's, maybe it was known that I was going to do this today, so I could actually be really clear, Gretchen. But 2 days ago, working on my own ancestral trauma, which was pretty heavy, that just came up. So, you never know. We work in the moment, and as things are ready to come up, they do come up, and that's when we can tend to them in an easy way. And I think I really put things out easy for I really feel like I put things out really easy for people to really work on themselves. Not the way I learned, Gretchen. I didn't have MP3s and remote healing when I started. It was like, what do I do? Well, I asked myself, what do I do? How do I work with this? That's how I learned. Okay, so
And
I perfected it. To
yeah,
make it easier.
you like, so you went over all of these symptoms and oh my goodness, right? Like who
Oh
doesn't
my
have
gosh.
these things? So, and so how hard is it to release the trauma, especially the trauma from years and years and years ago when we were kids or whatever, like
Well,
me, it feels so heavy, like that it feels like it would be hard to release, but I would love your
well,
take on that.
Well, I perfected it, and I know how to bring in frequency. You guys, I'm a sound healer, and if you guys are new to who I am, I'm not. I'm just letting you know I'm just a humbled healer, and that's my gift. Okay, we all have gifts. We all have our own divine gifts from God or Source, whatever you believe. But mine is frequency. So I perfected it, Gretchen, where I know how to use. It might sound like humming on the phone here when I'm with you guys, but I perfected exact frequency in all my MP3s. And even my remote healing is always set up, because every remote healing that I do with every program we do, Gretchen, is always based on me aligning the frequencies to whatever we're working on, right? So it's my way of doing it, Gretchen. As far as I know how to bring in frequency,
Yeah.
and of course it's hard. I have to admit that's why I'm here presenting and doing this today, because it is, Gretchen, not to sidestep what you just asked. It is hard to resolve this stuff sometimes on our own. There's a lot of modalities out there. I'm not saying I'm the only one bringing something, but I can tell you, based on where I'm at today and the work I've done, I know that my stuff works because I use it. I use my frequency, I use
Yeah.
it to work on myself. Otherwise I wouldn't be, integrity, right? So my thing is that I know most of us here don't want to spend hours and hours.
Right.
Is it really fun doing it? I mean,
Yeah.
not really, but we know we need to tend to it. So I always say, I've perfected it where you can do it like in 10 minutes, from a
Wow.
recording pretty much.
Right.
And it moves the energy out of the stagnation or trapped emotions, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
depends, because everybody's going to have a different way of
Mm.
dealing with things. So I like to say, guys, I work with Divine Creator Energy, so it knows where to go with you. So I can make one sound on my recordings, and it's going to affect everybody in a different way. Okay, because that's just the way it is. I mean, we're all divineness, and I work with the highest vibration of light and love, so it knows where to go with you because it created you. But also, we have an intention on each recording. I'm just using the recordings right now to tell you
Yeah.
that what it does, so that it's already programmed. It's already downloaded. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. I like to use downloaded. But anyway, yeah, it is. And a lot of us don't even know I think if you had a hard childhood, guys like me, you know that you probably have done years of work. I'm not saying that you haven't done any work, guys, here, but I'm saying there's, like me, a couple days ago, right before doing this call today, I had a big gargantuan something hit me over the head, which wasn't even my stuff, but it was my stuff because I guess I agreed to clear the family. In some ways, it was ancestral. Ancestors trying to get some help, so I was there to obviously do what I needed to do, but I didn't know I didn't know where it was at first. I had to kind of go into deep to find out what it was. So that's why I've always, I've done an ancestral too lately, because it's not, you might not, like I said, Gretchen, people here might not have the trauma. They might have it. I always say, bless them if they, if they had a perfect childhood this lifetime. I say you're very blessed, but not to say that you're not going to have other trauma or something. Sometimes we have traumas later in life too. Maybe you had a car accident too. I'm not, God forbid. I mean, I hate to say that, but there's trauma that can hit us any time of our lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a situation even as a child, which I didn't even know I was carrying for years. I was on a train and the train, for some reason, the air condition went out. The trains, you can't put down the windows, right?
Right.
So as a kid, so I had like to deal with claustrophobia and all that stuff on top of my child stuff, because it was traumatizing, even as, like I wasn't real old, to go through, any trauma. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. You know what I mean? I stand on the train for like 2 hours with no air. Can you imagine being on an Amtrak train or whatever they were with you can't put down the windows? It's like
Yeah.
being on an airplane, right?
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean, but that could be traumatizing, you know?
for sure.
So anything's possible, but I'm here to just kind of give you a way out so you can actually start feeling, guys, good. Start
Yeah.
feeling more alive, more empowered, feeling the way you should be, not really rotating around and around and around on this, this fear, whatever it is. It could be unconscious fears, but it's just like a never-ending battle. And I just named like a whole bunch of stuff that could be affecting you. You know?
And so I have a couple follow-up questions. First, this Miranda said, 'cause I think and Jennifer agreed this
Yeah.
felt familiar, but I feel she says, I feel I hold on tight to trauma as it feels normal for me to carry since it has been with me so long.
Right.
Love to hear your
Right.
thoughts.
Yeah, and I totally get that. I mean, it's comfortable and it's safe. It's safe because you know what? That's one thing I'm really good at. Um, we're working with our inner child too, guys. You know, I know I work a lot with the inner child, and I also really good as far as finding out what ages of us are really holding on, because it's usually our inner child stuff that we're dealing with when it comes to safety, and a lot of times, living in the unknown. It's having being a certain way is safer. I know, I've known people for years, or holding on to weight because they had a situation happen. I had a lady I just worked with recently holding on to weight because she was molested as a kid and she didn't want to look too good on a very deep level. I'm just giving you an example. Just stuff comes up, I mean, that could be traumatizing. Do you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't eating. She was actually working out more than most people, and she was gaining weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just can happen like that. But I could tell you with her, what she's bringing up there, it being comfortable, that is a normal thing, because being in our power, it can be a little scary to the ego and the inner child. I mean, when you're talking about, taking away that trauma and really coming into your light and power and what you're here to do, that's a big mountain. That's like foreign. It's not even like feeling like yourself when you've been dealing with that for years, of just feeling safe with this trauma. But I like to take the steps of being loving, even in my recordings and stuff, not to just, do it in a way that serves you, but moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be a big hit you over the head, because I know a lot of people work with me in the past, like, I'm really, really done. I don't know if I'm really ready to let this go. And when I'm working with clients, even if it's remotely, it doesn't have to be on the, remotes or whatever. It's really the way I work is I work with whatever you're ready for. Do you know what I'm saying, Gretchen? I'm not going to do something that's going to cause you more trauma or more anxiety, right?
Right.
But I can tell you that all of us are all yearning for something that we're striving for in our life. If it's more money, if it's just feeling better, feeling more happier and more lighter, and not waking up so stressed. Maybe it's sleeping better. There's so many things that go on and on that are, that could be from underlying stress. And I can tell you, even I just had someone lately too. I worked with someone and they didn't think they had anything that happened to them as far as trauma, and they had 2 car accidents. And I said, well, that was trauma too for them, and they didn't even realize. Like, well, nothing really happened. I said, yeah, but you had some trauma from that. See, so even things like that. Sexual abuse is another one too. I had someone who was married. I'm just giving you examples, who was married with someone and they didn't really want to be with them, and this person was not the person they wanted to be with, and they were having relations with them, and actually they were still having abuse. I'm just kind of saying sexual abuse for that, because it was really something they didn't want to have any part of. So even it affected their body in some form of trauma. So it could be, it doesn't have to be a big hit you over the head trauma. But like I said, I just had ancestral trauma just come up in me this week. So what can I say? I had to deal with that too, and it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how heavy it was, and I was like, boy, I thought I cleared all this stuff, but but it's like, nope, that's the next level that's coming up for you. And my soul says, I'm like, right before my call today, right before my call today, I got to get clear. I was working on it like a whole day so I could be clear today. So we all have it.
So my
Huh?
next question is, a
Yeah.
lot of us, people on the call in our community have, like you said, have been working on trauma.
Yeah.
Whether with sessions, with other people, with,
Yeah.
with themselves, like trying different things. And maybe they get a little bit relief, but
Yeah.
then whatever it is comes back. So what is
Well,
the
I don't always say that. I don't always think that's always the case.
no, but I'm
I
what's
okay, go
missing
ahead.
that happens? Like, what are they
Well,
missing that happens?
I really feel that, like I said, in the way I work, I can't tell you what other people do because I just don't know. But um, I really feel like when people are the way I work in the frequency I bring even in my MP3s is what you're ready for to release. Okay, because sometimes people need to take baby steps. Gretchen, I'm not saying all of us. To release, even though they really want to let it go, but like you said, you've had a couple of people here say they're just feeling more comfortable at carrying it, right? So
Yep.
it's like in some ways we have to kind of rattle the cage a little bit, and kind of show or some part of our being that this is what it can be. Okay. Before you cross the mountain to get to the other side to say, okay, yeah, I want to be there. Sometimes they have to be kind of energetically shown, like, okay, this is what you can feel and you deserve it. So in case there's some trapped emotions in there of undeservingness, you know what I mean? Because it depends. Everybody's going to have a different story. And, just remember something. We can be carrying trauma just from our mother, being in the womb too. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
There's just so many different types of trauma and stuff that we could be carrying. So we don't really know. That's why I like my work, Gretchen, because it knows where to go, right? I don't have, I mean, even if you're not talking to me, it knows where to go to start releasing this, but it's going to do it in a way that's for your highest good. I like to say for whoever's highest good it is, if they're trusting in my work. I've had people who have had many programs of mine, and they like the way I work because it's not forced on anybody. It's put in a way that it's just there, and it's like if this is what you want, then that things start resolving or unwinding in a way, especially when it comes to trauma, because trauma is going to be different for everybody here. And I don't know if I want to only call it unresolved trauma. I'm just going to call it just walking around with baggage. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I like to call it might not be trauma for you. It might just be walking with a lot of just baggage that you don't even know what you're carrying. That's making you feel like it's trauma because you're not feeling good in your body and you have all kinds of things going on, which, like I said, we're just talking about, um, you know, trapped emotions. Maybe your body's just having health issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just it goes on, but unresolved, trauma disrupts the brain. Okay, really it does. Just trauma or just issues to move forward and release. Like I said, it does mess with our brains to release old baggage that are keeping you stuck. Okay, so that's why it's going to be a little different for everybody. And even if I work with callers today, you could tune in, guys. You might not even have what's going on with the person there, but I could tell you if we're working with source creator energy, it's going to work with you too. And what you're needing that might be a similar frequency. It doesn't have to be the story, right?
Yep.
So it just, I know there's a lot of stuff out there, and I could tell you, my thing is I try to make it easy, Gretchen, and I try to bring my stuff in a way that's realistic, meaning that I think my MP3s are like what 10 minutes each,
Yeah.
and they're so powerful because I don't put any fluff. I don't do a lot of talking. I just bring in frequency because that's really what we need. We got to go on with our lives, right? And I'm not saying we all have hours and hours to spend on trauma. Most of us have families, right, and kids and jobs and normal living. So, but they still want to do their work. But so I do it in a way that's tangible. That's 10 minutes. Remote healing. I'm really good at remote healing. I think I'm one of the first that have done remote healing. So, from there. So, like I said, it's going to be different for everybody on that. So I hope it, and just remember something here. You can have some things that are underlying that are showing up in some strange, like I don't like to say just phobias or something like that. It just comes up in the brain. It just kind of messes up our brain, this unresolved trauma. So I go in and I just kind of, with my MP3s or even just the callers here today or my remotes, it's just to go in and kind of unravel that and kind of rebalance that, because, it kind of gets stuck, you know what I mean? Gets stuck
Yeah.
and we kind of just become that way. And it's not really us. Okay, guys? So I want to kind of line this to our, what we're really here to do, which is to be free, a free divine, let me put it this way, a free divine sovereign being, okay? That's aligned to our soul's calling and really bring in whatever our true gifts in this lifetime. You might know what your gifts are, but they could change, I mean, I've written books. I wasn't even an author. And somehow my soul says, oh, write a couple books. I'm like, oh, really? I don't even know how to write. You know what I'm saying? So things like that can happen. I mean, I didn't write before. I didn't even know what to do, but it
Yep.
just happened, So it can happen for everybody. It's not just me. I'm just using myself as an example. That's all. So
Perfect.
yeah.
So I would love to start talking with callers. Helena, I first Helena says, do we have to integrate for 15 to 30 minutes after the 10-minute session? So the 10
Oh,
10 minutes she's talking about are the MP3s, which are 10 minutes.
well,
So
how that works is a little differently, okay? So my at 10 the 10-minute sessions that are on my MP3s, if they decide that they want to do the program here, which is really great. Usually my MP3s, Gretchen, I usually tell people to space them out about 6 hours apart. I'm not like one, I'm not more is not better with my work. So usually about two MP3s a day, three the most, because you need time for your body to integrate. Okay. Because a lot of times there's a lot of stuff that will come up afterwards that needs to come out, right? So you might need a day or so on that. So you have to use your discretion, everybody, but that's usually my guidelines is to kind of listen to one or two, maybe three a day, spreading them out like 6 hours apart. Only because your body needs to release, right? Or kind of integrate. I like to use the word integration, okay?
yep, perfect.
Mhm.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okie dokie. Well, lots of hands are raised. Let's get
Great.
started. First up, Anna, you should be able to unmute.
Oh, hi. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, so unfortunately a lot of what Dawn you said kind of resonates with me about like my childhood and
Yeah.
school and various things. And I have been working hard the last few years on trying to recover, I guess, from all of
Yeah.
what I've gone through.
Well, let me ask you
So
this. What's been the most pressing thing on you that's been really kind of feeling like you just want to get past? Is there like a feeling? And we only know is your first name.
uh,
So thank you for being on the call. And Anna, is this our first time
yes,
talking? I think
yes,
I
yeah.
don't think I've ever talked with you before. Well, welcome.
No, thanks. Yeah, sorry, what did you ask me again?
No, I mean, is there something pressing on you?
Yeah.
Because obviously you know that there's something there and you probably know
Okay.
the trauma or
Yeah.
whatever it is or whatever's happened to you. But is there some kind of feeling that you're trying to break through to feeling or being or
Uh, yeah, well, I mean, I guess like just feeling better, like everybody, but
yeah.
I did have two, kind of significant traumas when I was younger. One, kind of my late teens or whatever, was kind of an emotional shock, and
Yeah. What age was that?
maybe about 19, I think.
Okay, just a major shock.
Yeah, it was kind of like a bit of emotional overwhelm, really.
Yeah. Was it caused from
Surrounded.
anybody or anybody that you know or no? Or
Yeah,
just
family kind of like ongoing stress.
yeah. So just a family thing going on.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, I could help you with some of that right now, because
Yeah,
19
amazing.
years old is kind of hard anyway. It's a little confusing. And
Yeah.
then you have the ongoing. I kind of feel like your family stress was going on for a long time. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely.
Like years and years, you kind of got used to it, or like I was. I was
Yeah.
thrown into this family of this dysfunction, if
Yes.
you want to call it. And
Yes.
it's like and then you're like the sensitive soul of the family, my dear Anna.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then I don't know how you coped with that, if you shut yourself down or what you did. That's what I did. I shut
Yeah.
myself down. I couldn't cope with it. I was just too sensitive. Now you
Yeah.
have other siblings too?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. 3
Oh, so
siblings, yeah.
where you at in the mix? Like what's your
I've got 2 older brothers, so I'm the oldest
Okay.
girl. And I have a
Yeah,
younger
you're the
sister.
sensitive of the family too. I call you the old soul. Okay,
Okay.
so I do feel like there's a little disconnect there with your 19-year-old. I'd like to kind of
Yeah.
bring in some light and heal her right now, okay?
Yeah.
And that's for anybody here, you know, if you have some inner child issues, but you know, everybody could receive some energy from this. So Anna, do you mind if I just go ahead and just work on you a little bit
Yeah,
with that?
perfect. Yeah.
Because that'll kind
Please.
of give you a little breakthrough. I do feel that there is more, but right now
Yeah.
I could do so much. But I feel like that's a big age. It's an age of breaking point. You know what I'm talking about. So
Yes. Yeah.
let's get in there and do some work. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold light of divine creator. I don't know if you go by God or source creator, but that's what I'm bringing in the energy. So if you're sensitive, just know that I'm bringing it in for your highest good. Okay.
Yep.
Nothing forced. Because a lot of people with trauma, you know, I don't like to force energy because, you know, if you have a traumatized child, they're like, I don't know if I want that. So I bring it in a very loving way. Okay, let's do that now. I'm going to make some sound. Just imagine the light above your head as I'm bringing some energy sound. And I'm going to bring in some energy of light to you. Gotta clear your upper channels. If you felt that release right now. Just your upper channels above to the divine. I'm just kind of moving some energy. Can you feel some energy starting to move up?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. Just let it come up. It's just kind of moving some like you have some unresolved energy just floating around. So I'm just kind of moving that out first. So this 19-year-old young adult, I'm just asking her if she's willing to forgive the family around her because you were having a hard time back then, and I know you have, but she's kind of on the fence with that, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm asking her to give it to the divine creator.
Okay.
And not that anybody's off the hook, but I could see you just kind of felt very battered. But just this energy of shock and trauma, I'm just going to ask her if she's willing to release it and put it into place. I know she's comfortable carrying it. That's interesting that she's telling me that. But I also want to show her a new way of being, okay? Which
Yeah.
is more expansive and would be more peaceful. And she deserves it. It's almost like I don't know if your family was really there to support you. Did you feel like unsupported? Because
Yeah,
she
very.
yeah, because that's how she feels. Well, let's go ahead and bring some energy of light, just kind of showing her a new way and then clearing some of this trauma that she's willing to release right now. So I'm going right into that right now. Bringing love and light to her, updating her records. Giving her space. So she's releasing some of it now. A little hesitant, but it's okay. Connecting her stronger with your soul, okay?
Yes.
Showing her that she's a divine being. This is a story that you're playing out in this lifetime. Can you feel that kind of expansion in your heart happening?
Yeah.
Clearing out some trapped emotions here right now. You might feel this. Some trapped emotions. A lot of frustration, my dear. A lot of sadness there. Did you lose somebody early in this lifetime?
My granddad.
Yeah, she's sad about a passing. So just clearing this out, connecting her in with the divine. And you said your grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Letting her know he's still with her. Oh, there she goes. So connecting her with your grandpa. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
She's loving. I mean, it's really a connection, nice divine connection back home. Very nice. So clearing a lot of anger and frustration. Would you say that was a norm for you?
Yeah.
Because that's what's releasing right now. Can you feel your lower, like your central channel is opening right now, and I'm clearing a lot of trapped emotions from your lower energy centers. Can you feel that it's starting to open up right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You're starting to release. So this is part of the work I do. It's a gentle way, and she's willing to release this shock. It's almost like you had some shock on you.
Yeah.
It kind of affected you like that. So we get things moving again. So that's what I'm doing right now. Connecting with your divine self. Because you had a little disconnection from your divine self. I just a little bit. That's like a spirit to body disconnection. Bring in more of your light to your feet. Your personal power. So you didn't feel very supported,
Yeah.
So we're bringing the divine to support you and love you. Can you feel the energy coming into your feet now?
Yeah, I felt it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like your personal power is like, I am home, but also you're lightening up. I'm not, I'm trying to do as much cleanup as I can right now that you're ready for. Putting a lot of love in your heart for her, in your inner child. Okay, Anna, take a deep breath. I know I work beyond the mind and I work really quickly, but can you feel that there's a lot? I mean, there's a lot of happening because I got permission from your young self to do it. But I also reunited her with the passing because I guess you were really close with your grandfather, huh?
Yeah, I loved him a lot, and it kind of hurt because I
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to go to, the
So I just brought her
graduation.
back, like he's like, there with her, and I brought her, and I don't know if you felt the tears of joy,
Yeah.
but she was like connected. It was almost like he was like, I don't know if he was your lifeline growing up or he was the most normal. But the connection there made her feel, I don't know if you felt that feeling like, oh, I'm home. He's here. Okay. So, feel around your body. Tell me if you could feel something different.
Yeah, no, I felt like a lot of energy in my feet and around my low back as well. And
How's your heart feeling? How's the heart? Because I did a lot of work in the heart.
yeah, a bit lighter,
Yeah.
and my upper back as well.
Yeah,
It's a lot
you're
lighter.
sitting up taller.
Yeah.
You might be doing a little more releasing because you do have a lot of years of trauma, but at least I got things moving, because you were
Yeah.
feeling stuck on that, and see how I just,
Totally.
pinpointed, and you knew your 19-year-old, but I did ask her, just to let you know how I work, Anna, I did ask her permission.
Yeah.
I don't just go in and start bulldozing because that's overstepping your boundaries. So
Yeah.
she said, yes, I'm ready for a change, but
Yeah.
she was really sad. She says, I miss the person who passed away, and it was a male figure, so that would make sense that it would be your grandfather. Because I kind of feel like that was her connection to was that your normalcy for you?
I mean,
Or
I just had a good connection with him. I didn't see
okay,
him a lot because he lived in a different town, but
okay, yeah.
yeah.
Well, whatever the case is, the connection was nice to know that, even though we passed, that they're never gone from us, so the
Yeah.
connection I made it stronger for her.
Yeah.
So I would say enjoy your energy because you're feeling you're lighter, and I cleared a lot of trapped emotions for you too. So
Yeah.
I did a lot in like really short period of time.
Yeah, I really feel it. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Awesome.
bless you, Anna. Well, thank you for being here. I'm glad that you were able to be a trooper, and we only know you as Anna, but you helped other
Yeah.
people on the call. So I want to say thank you for being brave and just being here so I could work with you and help others too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Awesome.
bless you.
Thank
And nice
you.
to meet
Thank you,
you.
Gretchen.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you, Anna. Yeah, nice to work with you. Yeah, that's great.
I have a couple questions for you. One is, somebody asked, Brandy asked, how do I know which trauma needs healing? So,
Well, I think the good thing, the way I put it, like even in the MP3s here, it covers a lot. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I don't just
you don't
pinpoint one
have to
trauma.
know
No,
necessarily, right? Like
no,
it's
you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because I think one of my things
not at
is
all.
peace with the past. I kept them very vague, like radiant resilience. You know what I'm saying? And it shows like a whole bunch of stuff on there. Somatic soother, that's one of them. Limbic lullaby. So you don't need to know, Gretchen, really. And it just, even with me working with Anna just now, I cleared so many trapped emotions on her in 2 minutes. That was kind of, it was, I mean, it could affect her digestion. I didn't ask her if she had digestion problems or anything. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. But they could block a lot of your life force energy in your body, guys, for, just having energy, really. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Totally.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody's going to have a different story, but that's just how because, I can't work with everybody. And that's why I love my MP3s and my remote healing, because you don't need to know exactly what it is, guys, but you do know how you feel and what you want to change, right? That's really what all that matters, because a lot of us are just like, I just wish I could just feel this way, or have, have more opportunity, or have more flow, or have more money in my life coming, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's some part of our being that's just not letting us step out, right? We don't even, we're not known or whatever it is. You don't have to be on stage somewhere, guys, okay? But I'm just talking about just stepping out. I lived like that for many years, Gretchen. Just not being able to move forward easy, It was like I had intentions. I had intentions early on to do things, but I just couldn't get the momentum to do it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, but you want to do it in a happy, expansive way too, guys. We don't want to do this work. We want to feel good. We want to feel this light. You want to feel like, oh, this is excitement. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? It's an experience, So we all have this. It's just a matter of us just working on whatever level we need to work on. So that's what we're here to do today, and work on whatever is in your way for everybody here. So
Got it.
that's good. That was a good one.
And somebody else is asking, how will the healing through MP3s, how is the healing through the MP3s compared to the healing that you just did now live?
Oh, well, I'm working with source creator energy. So it's there is no difference. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's why all my MP3s have a label on what they do. Okay. There is no difference really, because I'm working with source creator energy, regardless if I'm doing it in person or remotely or in the MP3s. Okay.
Yeah.
Except you're hearing me talking
So
right
the
now.
healing in the MP3s are specific, and we'll go through them later. Like
Yes.
what
Oh,
each
they're
one does.
specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
they
the-
could go to the sales page and read it because there's a lot
Yeah.
there per item. But if you notice, even on my MP3s, Gretchen, when we get there, they're not just saying this clears one emotions. No, it's clearing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like that.
Does this work beyond time and space restrictions?
Absolutely, it works, and I'm a multi-dimensional healer, guys. We work between all time, space, dimensions, and realities. Yes.
Perfect. All right, let's take our next caller. Our next one is Andre. You should be able to unmute now, Andre.
Hello, Dan,
Hello,
and hello,
welcome.
Gretchen.
Hello.
Thank you for having me. I'm dealing with a lot of pain on the rotator cuff of both my shoulders.
Okay,
I think
yes,
I have a tear on both of rotator cuffs.
it's a little different than trauma, but I'll help you today. It sounds like a physical problem. So did you
but
guys, do you have? Go ahead.
I think it's related with trauma, with some trauma that I
Well-
had on my shoulder.
Well, did you have, because your soul says that you tore something on there, but I do agree that could be emotional attachment to this, but definitely it's a physical problem. But what's your
Oh,
name?
okay.
What's your name?
Andre.
What's it?
Reeves. Andre.
Andre? Oh, Andre,
Yeah.
sorry, Gretchen. Oh, Andre, where are you calling from, Andre? Nice to meet you. I don't think we've ever spoke before.
No, it's the first time. I'm
Wow,
calling
I
from
love it.
Portugal.
Wow, thank you. I love that we work with Gretchen. I love that we work with people all over the world here. Well, it's wonderful. And Andre, I've got a lot of new people here. So I've been around for a long time with Gretchen, but I'm grateful you're here and you stepped up to the plate. So let me ask you this, Andre. And I'm not going to get into it because I want to work with a lot of people, but your childhood, was it great or not?
No, was really bad.
Okay, so abusive?
My father died when I was really young, and
Mm.
it was only me and my sister and my mother.
Oh, geez.
But we didn't have any support from my family and
Yeah,
from
kind of
anyone.
hard.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this. How old were you when your father passed?
I was 40 years old.
4 years old? Oh my gosh, it's so sad. He died suddenly, do you know, or he died long and drawn out passing? Do you remember? Or-
It was really quick. He got
Okay.
cancer, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's so hard. I'm going to help your shoulders too. I kind of feel like it's just had another sister. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
and your
I
mom. That's hard. So you're like the male of the family, and you had no support, and you didn't have the father connection either, which was really important.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got to help the 4-year-old a little bit here today too, if you don't mind. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I want to
okay.
connect him. I want to
appreciate
connect him. Yeah, well, no, I mean, I'm glad you came out and said that. I just try to get a lot of information really quickly so I could go in and start working. And then, of course, this helps anybody else in the group here, even if they didn't lose their father. Maybe they did lose their father, but this is whatever energy comes in for you will help somebody on some level here what they're going through. So, Andre, do you believe in God or Source Creator? That's the energy I work
Yes.
with, and it knows where to go. So we're going to carry that energy right now above your head. I'm going to make sound. Do I have permission?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and start some sound. Okay, let's go in and your shoulders, where they're just hurting. It's almost like you carry the weight of the family on your shoulders. I have to say there is an emotional issue there that I'm being shown.
Yeah.
It's almost like you carry the weight. So we got to kind of give the weight to the divine creator, But I know
Yes.
you went through many, many years of this. And I kind of feel like the stress of your mom really caring for the family, she had a lot on her shoulders because she was supporting you, right? The only support.
Exactly.
That's really hard. Oh my gosh. All right, receive this, Andre. You ready?
Yes,
We're
I
gonna help.
am.
We're gonna help lighten your load. carried a little bit of energy off the top. When I make those little high pitched sounds, I kind of get energy moving. So you have a straight connection. I empower you to have your own connection with the divine creator stronger. Okay, we're just moving energy up and out. So you're gonna get your central channel moving here. Bringing it going right into your body. So going into your 4-year-old, can you feel the energy starting to come in right now, Andre?
Yes, I'm feeling.
Yeah, okay, I want to go into the 4-year-old child, bringing him love and light and clearing out the stress and trauma. You know, it was really overwhelming for him of your father's passing. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to even remember that as a 4-year-old child. So I'm working with him right now. You updating your records. Love and light. Connecting stronger with your divine self. Do you feel that there's some releasing happening in your heart? He's
Yes.
crying. He's crying, but we're showing his lifeline to the divine creator. Okay, so he doesn't feel so alone because he's a child of the divine creator, worthy to be loved. Love itself. It's just a reconnection. Okay, going into your shoulders. Can you feel there's a big expansion happening in your heart right now? He just remembered who he was. Your inner child. Okay, I'm working on your shoulders and your neck. Can you feel that in your shoulders?
Yes, I'm feeling it.
Okay, I'm healing your shoulders right now. You got you have issues with flow of energy in your arms. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm helping that right now. Can you feel it? It's lightening up?
Yeah, I can feel
Good.
it.
Good, perfect. Bringing your personal power to your feet to planet Earth. More of your light. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, feel this right now. A lot of energy is coming in for you right now. Nice flow. Okay, Andre, how's that starting to feel for you?
It's feeling lighter, and I can feel my shoulders getting more,
Yeah.
less heavy, you know, more lighter. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they were hurting, and now they're not feeling so heavy. Because I kind of just did a shift with your with some part of your being, thinking that you have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you've been feeling that for many years, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a
Since-
little shift that's happening. Well, it's okay, it's normal. But I kind of showed your psyche, your part of your being, that we could give the weight to the divine creator to kind of guide us. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
we do live a physical life, and I imagine that. Do you have a family, or are you by yourself? I mean, right now you're older, so I don't know if you have a family that you take care of or not.
No, I don't have a family.
Okay, so so right now, based on right now, you're by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So is it your choice, or is it just the way things worked out for you?
It's just like I just
Yeah.
have a difficulty to connect with people I know.
Right. There we go. This is going to help you with that, because I kind of feel like you've been walking through, and this is not to be rude, I'm just being honest. It's been your whole life has been awkward, you know? It's like
Exactly,
you've been
yeah.
wearing two left shoes. So now with me reconnecting and working with the inner child like I just did, that's going to give you some space to kind of like become who you are. You know what I mean? Because you had a little bit of disconnect a little bit with your father's passing, and that's trauma, by the way.
Yeah.
Even though 4-year-old child, how does a 4-year-old child reason with that? So I brought in so much light for your 4-year-old child and connected your 4-year-old child with the divine creator. So the divine creator is also, there for him. You should be feeling a lot lighter, but also more invigorated right now.
Yes, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, and you might even have a smile on your face because your
Yeah.
soul is because I see it. I see you might have a smile on your face because your soul is like, I'm in my body right now and I'm really happy and I'm home. So that's what I'm feeling like. Your soul's just gonna, your higher self's gonna be here to kind of support you too right now. I don't know, how old are you, Andre? Just curious.
36.
Oh, you're a youngster. That's what I'm saying. So this is a perfect call for you today to let things kind of start manifesting in a whole new direction for you. Because right now it's been kind of going one way, and it's like your soul really wants you to be connected with somebody. And I actually feel like your soul is going to try to guide you to a soul partner eventually. Okay. And I don't know if you're going to be married, but you're at that age right now. No wonder why. I mean, no coincidence Gretchen picked you today, because it's a gift of you being here, because it's time for you to shift. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. I feel that. I felt that before and I feel it now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's strong because your soul's in your body right now. Saying, you're gonna have more you're gonna have more guidance. Okay, that's what every work I do. I don't care if you're an MP3 of mine or not. Is all about connecting you in with your soul's calling, and connecting you stronger with your higher self. Okay, because we have to align with our soul's calling. We have to be grounded in our body in order for us to bring our gifts to planet Earth. That's the key. Through our body. So, but right now you had some things kind of in the way. You had a little disconnection with the 4-year-old. I can understand that with your father, and I just kind of cleared off just a lot of confusion energy on you. And the shoulder thing should get better because I worked on your shoulders and your neck, and your central channel just opened up, which is beautiful. So that should accelerate the healing for you on a physical level. Okay, Andre? So we did a lot of work today. I would suggest not to overthink what I just did and drink some extra water for a few days, because you might be doing a little detox, because I really did shift you. Not to say you're going to go out and, but you just be open in your meditation to start taking some new action, and your soul might come in and start having you show up different places, maybe somewhere where you're, I kind of feel like you might meet your soul connection. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Because it's time. It's like your soul's like, I want a soul partner. So, I'm not saying you'll be amazed how connections happen. I've had these calls, or I do these work, and a lot can happen, a lot does happen. So, just be open to taking a new step in a new direction. Okay.
Okay. I will be. Totally.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us
know how things go for you, because this will be interesting. Okay?
I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Andre, you're so sweet. So nice to work with you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much.
Bless you so much. You too. Thank you so much, Andre.
That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Gretchen, I love showing up. Well, I love the calls that we do because I don't rehearse. I don't sit here and script what I'm going to say. We're just working in the moment,
Yeah.
I so appreciate that. That's how I work. It's only in the moment,
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Next up we have Audra. I'm not sure
cool.
if I'm saying your name right, but it's Audra. You can unmute.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi, Gretchen. Thank you for taking my call.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Audra.
Hi,
How are you
Dawn.
doing? Welcome to the call. I don't think we've spoke before either, right?
Yeah, I have not spoken with you before.
Wow. I love it today. It's well, I love connecting with people I've worked with before, but I've been around for a long time. But I'm just glad to connect with you and share some good energy. So are you here for? Yeah, we're going to share some good energy with you today with the divine. So are you good with that?
Yes.
Okay, so Audra, what's your story? What's happening with you? What's happening in your life that you want to change? What's been going on?
Everything. Like I don't feel I can move forward.
Okay. How long? How has it been like most of your life?
Abundance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably most of my life, but
Okay.
like I feel like when I was growing up, I had a controlling father
Yes.
and had no friends.
Oh, that's hard. Okay, so controlling
Yeah, I
father.
think like I resonated with your story.
Oh God, my it was chaos for me. But I understand how it goes. But that's good because I have compassion with you, and I also know what you're talking about. So controlling father. Let me ask you this, because I want to get the information so I could keep doing the work with you. So and everybody else here. So controlling father, to what age till you left the house? Just want to know. Like how
To
long was he?
well, he's still controlling me even though I'm married
Oh.
and
Oh, really? Okay. So he's still feisty even at an older age, huh?
yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this, because we all have challenges and you do have some karmic energy. How was your mom? Was she very passive when he was very controlling, just to keep peace?
Pretty
I kind of feel that.
submissive. Yeah, pretty
Mm-hmm.
submissive. And she
Yeah.
like kind of obeys whatever he says, and so
Yeah, he's really, wow. Okay, so do you feel that you've forgiven him, even though he's
Yes.
still in your life, and he is who he is, and you're the one who's awake, and you're the sensitive soul, of course, of the family. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay, you have a brother too?
Yes, I'm the youngest. I have an older brother and sister.
Yeah, your soul says a brother. So are you close with him?
I was closer to my brother than when
Yeah.
I was growing up. Yes.
Okay, because I kind of feel like you took the grunt of everything with your father. Is that true? Was your brother more favored?
Yes, he was the favorite child. Like,
I see that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Audrey, that happens, but whatever the case is, your father, you have control right now to talk to him and not to talk to him. Obviously, you're on your own, right? You have your own life, right? So it's not like
Yes.
you were before, but there's years and years of him just kind of battering you. And you said right now, what do you want? You want to start moving forward with grace and ease, right? It's like, what do you feel? Just kind of stuck, or what's your feeling?
Yeah, well, I have developed physical issues, I think, from my trauma. Like
What
I
kind of
feel anxious
anxious? Okay. Yeah.
and like digestive issues. And
Yeah.
I feel like there's a pain in my chest area
How
or
long
in my
has
heart
that been going
area.
on? Yeah. Okay. How long?
About a year plus.
Okay. How old are you in the physical? How old are
How
you?
old am I?
Yeah.
56.
Okay. 56. Okay. And right now you're married, you said?
Yes.
And your husband's good? Well, you're good with him? We don't need to know who his name is. Everything good
Well,
with
I
energy
think-
between?
I think he's
Because
also like kind of controlling.
Yeah, I was going to say there's some kind of thing that is attracting here that's kind of, he's not as like your father, but I could see that he has his insecurities, and that's fine.
Yes.
I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just trying to say, so we need to kind of just get you more in your power, okay? Because right now you didn't have a lot of support growing up. So I need to kind of empower your inner child, you know what I mean? And show them
Yes.
that they're not the story that you grew up in. So are you ready for some energy work right now? So I could go in and start reconnecting your inner child with the divineness that you are, so they don't feel, I want to show them a new way of being, who they really are. Is that good?
Yes, I'm ready.
And I'd like to bring in some of your personal power to your feet. And I'd like to, I'll clear a little bit on your digestion issues, because you have a lot of nervousness. Okay. A lot of nervous stomach. And was your father just verbally abusive, or was he physically abusive with you growing up?
Verbally, I would say.
Would you say both or no? Or
No, verbally.
okay. But he didn't hit you, right? It was more verbal abuse.
Yes, but I did get a smack.
Okay.
Like he used the cane on me, like
Gosh.
at one point in time.
Okay, we just got to help
because I
the inner
was
child.
misbehaving myself.
Well, we all have I had the paddle. I grew up, my parents used a paddle. But either way, we have to help the inner child right now, kind of update her records. So you ready?
Yes.
Audra, ready to receive this
Yes, I'm
energy from
ready.
the divine creator that's ready to go in and knows where to go with you?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and start. Receive, my dear. It's time to receive and heal. Okay, you had a lot of energy just kind of distorting you. You feel kind of like you can't think straight times, right? Because it's like energy is just kind of around your head, kind of causing confusion. Okay, good. We're moving it out. It's really important for you to put some white light around yourself every day if you choose to. I can't tell you what to do because you really are kind of bombarded with other people's energies. Do you know what I'm saying? Come, start moving energy up and out. Can you start feeling some energy flowing now?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're going to clear out some of these trapped emotions and this fear that's in you. Going into your digestion right now. Yeah, you got an inner child just in your heart, like a 4-year-old, really scared little child. I'm going to bring her in your heart space with your divine self by her hand, letting her know she's safe. She's just in your lower, like in your lower intestines. I see her. Okay, we're bringing her into the light in your heart, where she's safe. Bringing unconditional love and light to all your inner child, updating the records. How's that start to feel? A little more expansive, Audra?
I felt some warmth in my stomach.
What'd you say? Well, there's a lot of warmth coming in because I just brought there was a part of your inner child I call it the 4-year-old. I saw her there. I've just brought her into the light, but I'm just bringing more light to your heart space too. Because remember you said you had a pain?
Yes.
Doing a heart activation for you right now. This is for anybody else listening here too, could receive this. Just updating your records. So you know who you really are beyond the story. Opening your central channel, clearing out these trapped emotions and your fear and your liver and anger. There, I don't know if you just felt that, but that was a big shift. Bringing more of your personal power to your feet right now, Audra, because you need to feel strong on your feet on planet Earth so you can move forward with grace and ease. More of your soul's energy is coming in. Let it come in. Okay, Audra, just take a deep breath and tell me what you're starting to feel like right now. There's a lot happening.
I don't really feel much energy.
Okay, so you're kind of shut down, right?
Is
Little
it
bit.
because I have numbed myself from feeling?
Yes, but it's time to reawaken, and that's what I was doing with you, was to kind of update your records. So there's a part of your being that's kind of numbed out, but you gotta understand something here. I lived most of my life like that. That's your way of surviving, really, in some ways. You know what I'm saying? By shutting yourself down.
Yes.
It's okay. But right now I just brought a light into your heart and update and showed your inner child a new way of being it's okay now to shine. Do you know what I mean? And come into your power. And I don't know if you could feel that it's actually coming into your feet because you are a little bit numbed out, and that's fine. That's perfectly normal where you're at, but you're at a turning point right now. And this is what I'm at today to activate you. You know what I mean? So you can come alive and be safe in your body. Do you know what I'm saying? It's okay to step out. Now you have a little challenge with the husband of yours, but that's okay. We all have challenges in our life for us to kind of get through. We all kind of sign up for a different challenge, I guess, in some ways, maybe even before we come in this body. But right now there's a lot of light coming into you, and I don't know if you're aware of that, you know? Audra.
Yes.
Light.
I don't really feel it much.
Okay, so you're just kind of opening up. I would say to be open and just allow, because right now I just cleared the heart And I don't know if you feel as tight, but again, you don't really feel. So it's kind of hard when you're just kind of opening up. I went through this turning point in my life too, where I was very, went through many years of not feeling anything. And then all of a sudden, like I said, I don't know if you worked with healers, but I'm just kind of activating you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm activating you to come alive. Okay. It's time to come alive, my dear.
Yes, I want to come alive.
Well, okay, but it's a process because we have to kind of, you're kind of like unraveling right now. I just got a little bit more energy in. And I'm doing it in a way that's loving. Do you know what I mean? So I don't, you've been kind of ramrolled your whole life, you know what I mean? With people around you. So I had to do it in a way that is natural for you. And I'm showing your inner child a new way of being that's actually them and connecting them into their truth, which is their divine self. And that's a process that's going to unfold for you. So I would give this a little time, Audra, because right now I've done the work. So give it a little time and see how this unfolds for you, okay?
Yeah, I actually feel some warmth in my
Yeah.
heart area.
Well,
Yes.
great. Well, there's a lot of energy coming into your central channel. It's actually going down to your feet. It's your soul, your higher self. It's like a lightness. And I just cleared a lot of heaviness on you. You had a lot of heavy, like trapped emotions. I cleared them out of your digestion. So I'm hoping that your digestion gets better pretty quickly, because you had a lot of trapped emotions kind of stuffed down, which is very normal when we're dealing with years and years of, like you said, just your abuse in some ways. Okay. But I'm
Yes.
sending you love to you, Audra, and see how this goes. Okay.
Mhm.
Let us know how it
So I
goes
still
because
have the pain in my chest area.
You do or you don't.
Will it go away?
Okay. What'd you say?
I still have the pain in my chest.
Yeah.
Will that
Well, you have
go away?
it will, but you have contraction right there in your chest. That's the problem. You have a heart, like it's almost like they call heart lesions of years and years. It's kind of physical. Yes. Your soul says it's going to unravel. I don't know if you felt that right now, what I just did. But it's been there for a while. It's a contraction. It's a physical contraction. I would say just give it a little time. Do you feel that what I just did? Because I just put a whole bunch of energy there.
Well, I feel a bit warm there.
Okay, good. Well, give it time to unravel. Audra, I can say is I know it took me years to come alive, if you know what I'm saying, but for you, I'm accelerating it because I'm bringing in source creator energy. When this happened with me, I didn't really have the capabilities and the gifts that I have right now that I'm sharing with people on the call. So right now it's like almost like taking baby steps with you because you're still having people in your life kind of ramroll you. And right now it's kind of showing your inner child a new way of being, which is to show them that they can have people around them, but they can also shine their light because these people are around you. It's almost like you didn't have a space to be who you really are. You're not getting a space to really shine who you really are, and we're allowing them to start feeling safe to do that. Okay.
Okay.
But give it time. Let us know how you do. Okay. You're like I was before many years. I don't know how long you've been on the journey, but you have to be loving with yourself and just keep sending love to yourself. It's like when you do your meditation every day, my dear, send love to your inner child because they really need it. Okay. From you. Okay. So they start trusting in you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's part of you. So anyway, Audra, thank you for being a trooper and allowing me to share. I know other people on the call probably felt this though, because it was a really powerful activation I did with you. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dawn.
Bless you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too.
Good job.
Yeah. Thank you, Audra. Let us know how you're doing.
All right. I see a while there from Dolores. So I'm not sure which one that was from, but yeah. So I see some hearts flying as well. So I would love to talk about your program now, Dawn. And then we can get back to some more healing. But if everybody wants to go to lifereawaken.com/rebuild24, again, lifereawaken.com/rebuild24, and I will share my screen as well, and we can go over a new program from Dawn. Trauma Freedom Toolkit, Rebuilding Your Life After Trauma. It's time to take back control and find the peace within. So Dawn, I will let you go through this program. We talked a little bit about the symptoms,
Mhm.
stuff that can be going on
Yeah.
with the trauma. So you guys can read through this. You can read through
There's a
the
lot there.
stories. Yeah. And then and also there's Dawn. And so let's get here. So this week only, guys, one of Dawn's most popular things is her remote healing. As she said earlier, she's one of the first
Yeah.
that ever brought remote healing to
I know,
us.
I know I was. Yeah. I have to say, I was one of the first that ever did remote healing, especially with the telesummits.
And so this week, when you join before Sunday, you get 30 additional days remote healing for free. So it's a total of 60 days. So I'll let you talk about the program, and then you can talk about the remote healing as well. So here we go. Here are the MP3s inside this program.
Yeah, so again, there's quite a few of them. There's also a bonus adrenal burnout, which is really one that I included too. That's just an extra bonus worth $500. So it's included with this. But this one's called Peace with the Past, guys. So basically, I just want to let you know this is a really deep one. This recorded activation will help you release I like to call it the materials that have trapped you for years and also decades. So remember, me and Gretchen were just saying that you don't need to know exactly what it is. I can tell you a lot of you guys want to feel a certain way or do something. So this is really going to help you kind of clear all that stuff out. And really, this is also going to help you with, I use like deep frequencies through my voice. I'm a sound vibrational healer, which is really, I bring in divine creator energy. It's extremely clear, deep. This clears out deep with, really the difficult and deeply repressed memories that we might not be aware of that are stored far really deep in our consciousness and not aware of. So this is really going to go in with that. I call it, this is like the bulldozer type of energy that's going to go in with the divine creator. And it's really powerful because, like I said, as I was mentioning before, my MP3s are all about frequency. It's not about sitting here talking for an hour and you guys don't have time to hear this. It's just going to go in and start working on you right away. And this is also going to flush out and release the old toxic materials that have been really poisoning your thoughts for many years, keeping you stuck in your behaviors too. So it's going to help you start releasing that, so you can really become more of you. And really, it'll help you with a lot of your habits or addictions, especially people who have had low self-esteem trouble issues and trust issues, and just other. This is really going to help you with just really kind of any dysfunctional coping mechanisms that you've been dealing with your whole life that you're not aware of. Maybe you are aware of them. But like I said, it's really coming down to where it's going to actually start healing and clearing this, so you can actually become a higher vibration and really align yourself with more of your soul's calling in this lifetime. And a lot of the stuff that you might bring in this lifetime that might not be trauma that, we're talking about here, it could be just a lot of your past lifetime energy that's kind of intertwined with this, that we do have, that comes in. I know, because I clear past lifetimes all the time on myself. Not so much now, but I did for years. And a lot of it intertwined with my reality in this lifetime. So this will also work with your own past lifetime incarnations, guys. So it's not just about this trauma right now. It could be past lifetime trauma too. And it could be ancestral, as I mentioned before, ancestral energy as well, affecting you as well. So we don't know. It gets a little confusing and you don't need to know, okay? Or working with source creator energy, it knows where to go with you guys to clear it. So the next one, I'm just going to give you some key points per each one because there's quite a few here. So the vagus sonic toning and healing is number 2, guys. And I'm going to use my sound frequency to balance and complete your, do a very complete vagus nerve balancing, because your vagus nerve is really affected. This is also really good as far as rebuilding the vagus nerve, because if you've had years and years of stress, our vagus nerve really does take a hit. And it's really important for the function of all our organs in our body. So this goes deeper than just that. So I like to say this is really, the vagus nerve really regulates our digestion too, guys. So, and if you have acid reflux, indigestion, chronic indigestion problems, bloating, malabsorption, receiving your nutrients. A lot of people with trauma have trouble just with just kind of, the nutrients really absorbing in your body. So this is really going to help you with that. This high frequency will put your I call your brain into a high state, which really helps shift the vagus nerve from a sympathetic reactive mode into a parasympathetic, more relaxed state, I'd like to call it, but also being balanced. Okay, it's all about being balanced, really balancing both. This relieves tension and triggers in your body. and really activate your natural healing abilities. Okay, guys. And really the sound frequency from the divine creator that comes through me will be in these recordings, will help your body transform and really help with the stress that's been, accumulated, or just stress in general that you might have right now. That's going to help you with it. Agitation. A lot of times we just kind of live a stressful life anyway, just being now. So this is going to help you even with just now, if you have stuff happening in your life that's affecting you on a regular basis as well. Because I think the last caller I just talked to has still stuff going on with Audra. I'm sorry, thank you for being here, Audra. But this is going to help you too if you were deciding to go with this, because this will help you with your current stuff, not just the past stuff, okay? And like I said, my trauma program doesn't just work on the current, this lifetime trauma. It's also working on your own past lifetime trauma that's come in with you in this lifetime to be resolved and actually healed to a higher vibration, because we're working with source creators. So number 3 is radiant resilience. I'd like to call this is like this will really help you with to build your mental fortitude within your being, guys, and your inner strength. Because a lot of times we go through a lot, but sometimes it's nice to have the resilience. So I'd like to call this is really going to help build your threshold, guys, for stress in your life. Okay, this is going to help you for the rest of your life. Okay, in an effective way. The sound healing frequencies that I do will take your brain into a high theta state where it becomes easier for emotional rejuvenation, guys, mental empowerment, and really, really help you grow and move forward in your life. Because, a lot of times we get stuck a little bit. This will help you strengthen your stress threshold, guys, really clearing your thoughts and feelings and balancing your emotions and empowering for your mental fortitude. So this is really past and present. It's all my MP3s are really helping you where you're at in the moment. So even if it's something that's current, it's going to help you as well. So you don't really need to know. You could read over each one on the sales page as well. I'm just kind of going through the key points, but these really go deep. Number 4 is called Somatic Soother, and this is really going to help you release tension, guys. And stress that's been holding you hostage for many years, maybe now, but I just like to say this really helps you kind of go in and really, the somatic is really, it goes deep and really helps kind of banish fatigue and really restore your energy levels. Okay, guys, this releases stored up tension and resistance again in your resistant points in your body. I had the one, it was Andrea or whatever that, had it in his shoulders. So this helps with that too. It's really this is really awesome because it's head to toe complete balancing for you guys with the somatic soother. It's a really powerful MP3. This will help you to help if you're active, to keep your body supple, strong, and free from strain and stress. Okay, because a lot of times when we've had years of stress, it really affects us on many levels. It causes all kinds of just issues. It could cause injury too if you have really if you're really feeling tight, like I said, I worked with a caller with that today. It calms your heart rate and really helps you feel tranquil and peaceful and balanced and really connects you to a higher vibration. So this is number 4. I mean, you have these I like to say these are like MP3s that you have for the rest of your life. It's really a small investment for what you have here, because you can actually listen. You could download these to your cell phone or your computer, and you could just listen to them as you need them. And they're here to help you, okay? And they really work, because my MP3s really do work, okay? I'm one that really is good at putting high frequency on my MP3s. Limbic Lullaby is item 5. This is really good to help you process emotions, memories, and regulate your stress. Really rejuvenate your mental and physical energies. So this is really going to help mental fogginess and forgetfulness and poor concentration. This is a really great one. This will help you to clear the risk of chronic health problems, because it could even go into heart disease. Okay. Like I said, it really does affect our body. When we've had years of stress, we don't really know how to clear it, and trauma. This will help you strengthen your immune system, guys, which is also very important. It can take a toll on our immune system. So this is going to help with immune system boosting. This will, and also just kind of keeping your immune system up. This will help your brain to properly regulate your mood and emotions. Because a lot of us kind of are like on a roller coaster at times, where we just kind of go up and down. So this is going to kind of help you keep balance, because it's really important. This is going to help build your self-esteem and your ability, basically, everybody, to start enjoying your life more. Okay, so life becomes more fun, becomes more of an adventure, instead of always fight or flight, or just kind of just you know how you feel, guys. This is going to help with chronic, constant fatigue and exhaustion that you might be feeling as well. This can help curb any kind of abuse, because a lot of times when we really have issues with stress and trauma, sometimes it does go into some kind of abuse or some kind of alcohol or substance abuse. So this will help you if you had past with that. That'll clear it out as far as the coping mechanisms for that. Okay, so if you had that happen, this will help you with that with this MP3. This will help you with your weight gain and obesity problems too. So and maybe you're underweight too. Maybe you need to gain weight. So this will help. But this is going to help you whatever you need. So most people need have some issues with weight gain or obesity problems. This will help you with that. Okay, so that's number 5. It's very powerful. And number 6 is called the Path Forward. And this is really working with grief that comes in a lot of different forms. And we were talking before, it could be a loss of a loved one or a pet. And anyway, grief is really deep. It's a very low vibration, and this will help you release any lingering attachments to that and any grief that you might be having within your being. And this could be from it could be from anything really. It could be from your past lifetimes too that are still with you. But this will help you move forward and just help you know that your past experiences have happened, and you really help you become into your power, who you are today, and really update your records is really what's really important, and to really align yourself with your soul's calling and mission, your soul's mission in this lifetime. Because to step into our power and our light in every lifetime, we have to be really grounded in our bodies, but we have to clear this low vibrational stuff that's in us and in the way of us really connecting in with that. So this will help you let go of all thoughts, feelings, and replace them with the thoughts, and help you just kind of move forward and help you heal and grow in your life. So this is really a really important one. I felt to really put that in here because we really need to keep ourselves moving forward, especially when we start releasing all this old stuff that's really in the way of us moving forward. So number 7 is release and renew. This is a really powerful one. This is really going to help you with, like I like to say, the potent high frequency that I bring in from the divine creator will help uproot and release the deepest unresolved trauma and negative memories and feelings and sensations. So this is really a really deep one. If you've had a lot of unconscious trauma, maybe a lot of your traumas happened, maybe situations have happened to you when you were younger that you don't really remember. This also could be, like I said, past lifetime energy affecting you. So this will also access the very deepest of all of your brain states to help you move forward. This will access the brain state and really help you really move forward into your powerful deep transformation in your life. And this really works on the deepest levels of our consciousness, and really helps with the dysfunction that might show up in our lives, and we might not even know where that's coming from, in unhealthy ways that really been plaguing your life for many years in a lot of cases for most of us. So this is called Release and Renew, and it's really a deep and very powerful MP3. So I'm very proud of that one. So let's get into the next one. I'll just give you some key points on lateral brain sync. This is really good. This will help you bring your brain into a healthy state of, like I call it, a kind of a cross-causal flow to work with more smoothly and quickly. Without the trauma interference, because the trauma does affect our brains, guys, believe it or not. This will help you with your memory and boost your concentration levels, because a lot of times with trauma, it does affect us, our memory and stuff, and we really want to keep our brain healthy for the rest of our life, and we want to keep our brain regenerating, okay? So this will help increase your harmonic brain synchronicity and improve your focus and attention, and peace of mind. So it's really rebalances the brain. And I really think that's really important, okay? So this is called lateral brain sync, a really powerful one, okay? Now, I want to mention too that we do have like the bonus. It's called adrenal burnout. So I threw that one in. So that's just a bonus that I'm really proud of that one. It really has done wonders for a lot of people. So if you want to check that out, that's I did throw that in. And then I just really grateful that I don't do this anywhere else but here, and with Gretchen, and that is I am offering 60-day remote. It's a bonus right now. We got 30-day remote, and you're going to get the 60 days for, I think it's to the end of the week. Isn't that true, Gretchen? I'm pretty sure it's like to Sunday or something.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got the 60 days, and my remotes are really powerful. Like I said, I'm one of the first people to have ever put out remotes because it's really my gift. Okay, it's a gift of mine. So over the next 60 days, right now, if you do decide to get this, you'll receive Beyond Quantum energy directly from me, from the Divine Creator. Now, I want to mention a lot of people like my remotes because it really puts everybody up in a very high vibration. People who have been in my remotes for years. I have people who just are my road. I offer remotes, just like my remotes because it's really, it's very supportive for you. Okay. Cause we're really bringing you up to your highest vibration with your soul and really helps you kind of really move out a lot of stuff with that period of time, depending on how long. This one's 60 days. So it's really good. You get a bonus 30 days. So all energies are customized. And this is going to be customized and really upgrade you on a daily basis. I kind of tune into the group every day. This is a 24-hour a day, 7 days a week type of energy. It's not like I just kind of walk in and kind of just tune in 20 minutes a day. You're actually going to be in this energy of light, supportive. It's expansive. It's not a cocoon. It's not a container. I bring in high vibrational energy from the divine, which is really, that's my gift. So it's going to really upgrade your DNA, your cells, and really amplify you and work on this trauma. Okay, so you might be releasing some, just drink a little extra water during this time of being in the remote because you're going to probably be clearing out some deep stuff that you might not even be aware that it's there, but it's here to support you. And it's very nurturing energy, and it's really tailored to everybody's unique needs. And of course, everybody received it in the way because it is from Divine Creator energy. It knows where to go. It's going to really target all parts of you. And like I said, it's going to work with you, whatever you're needing, and it's going to help kind of release whatever's really holding you back from being really truly who you are in this lifetime. This means that all parts of your being are being regenerated nonstop, even when you're sleeping, and includes your cells and everything else. So you wake up feeling, even with people being in my remotes, they feel more invigorated. You wake up feeling more rested. And this really works from the inside out. And this is really upgrading you on so many different levels. Because, even though we do the work to clear the trauma or whatever is going to be happening here, we need to kind of keep ourselves upgrading too, guys. We need to kind of upgrade our cells, our DNA, as we are raising our frequency, because this is all about raising our frequency as well. A lot of people like my remotes just because it's really high vibration energy. If you're really on the spiritual path or really want to be a high vibration, well, we're doing the work to kind of clear that the stagnation and the low density part of you, which is the trauma or whatever else, whatever you're ready to release, guys. But we're also here to raise our frequency. So the more open you are, the more you'll feel the results, or you'll be more aware of it. And this is really Beyond Quantum energy that really takes you to your next level of evolution, and whatever that is for you, because everybody's going to have a different level or a path to take. So, and again, this is all geared towards this program of the trauma toolkit. So I really want you to know that I'm very proud of this. And like I said, the energy, you'll feel it as soon as you sign up, depending on what time of the day. The energies do start working on you. If you do purchase this program late in the day, I do give you an extra day because I want you to know that you get the full 60 days no matter what. So just know I'm very much, my assistant is really on this. So she knows, you send it late in the day afternoon, then you're going to be on the next day. So you'll get an extra day. So this is really all geared towards the trauma toolkit freedom. So anyway, Gretchen, I think I got everything. And I think I want to mention too, there's a few sessions at check. Oh yeah, let me get back into this. You have a $47 family add-on. Okay, so any of you guys who are in the remote and you decide that you think one of your family members could really benefit from the remotes, there is a discount for family members. I think it's like $47 that you can add your family on for this full 60 days, which is really great. So I did that just because, like I said, you might have other people in your family that might need the help too. And just know it's going to work on the soul level with them. So even if they're not aware that you're doing it, I used to say no, but actually it was okay from my soul because we're working on a soul level, even if they don't, maybe they're not into this, but it's going to support them where they're at on a soul level. So anybody, if you want to add to this, would be 47. I'm not sure, Gretchen, if they can add several people, but I imagine that probably be possible. But that's a really great offering right now, because we don't normally offer that. And then also I want to mention to you guys before I end this here, that there is a session add-on. I don't have many sessions, but if you really feel you want to go deeper, it is offered when you check out. So you'll see the offering for that too. I don't have many sessions, guys, so I'm just offering if someone feels really that they want to work with me, it's there, and I have just a few sessions. Okay, so with all that said, Gretchen, I think I kind of answered everything in a nutshell. Hopefully, I answered it clear enough.
Yes, very good. So right now, guys, the investment is $147, so it's $100 off. And also the 30-day additional remote healing is available through Sunday. So you can take a look at everything there. So let me see. I saw some questions come in.
Yeah, can I mention one thing too? Also the program, I'll just kind of mention too, the program's going to help people release years of repressed trauma, really help the vagus nerve. And it's also going to help build fortitude against any future stresses. It's really going to help you, achieve more of a regenerative. I'd like to call it sleeping too, letting go of lingering grief, loss and attachment, uprooting, really uprooting a lot of deep traumatic roots of just like things that happened to you in the past. It's going to kind of bring up stuff that you might not be aware of, but I would say, ready for your evolution to raise your frequency. So it's going to really balance your brain hemispheres as well. Like I said, there's a lot that's going to be happening here, but it's all going to be here and supportive for you, whatever you're ready on your next journey. So it's all about raising our frequency, everybody, and being a high vibe, but we do need to do the work on a physical level as well. So with all that said, I think I offered in the most easy way that really works, and it doesn't take your whole day up to do it. So, and especially being on my remotes, you don't have to do anything, guys. You just have to just be on the remote, and you'll be receiving the energy anyway. So you don't even have to talk to me. Okay.
All right. So a couple comments came in about the MP3s. Do you suggest listening to once a day or once a week, or how do you?
No. Well, I actually say if you're working on something and you feel that it's kind of resonate with you, you can listen to the MP3 once a day for a while, but I just don't want everybody to listen to all the MP3s in one day. That's just not how my work is. I don't have music on my MP3s, guys. I actually talk. Okay. I talk I kind of tell you what I'm doing, and I make sound. So it's not like you're listening to some music and it's actually their downloads. Okay. It's vibration. Okay. So you're going to be receiving it right away. So I would say, I like to say always to kind of listen to one for a while you're working on something, especially if you feel like something's moving and kind of coming up, maybe, I mean, most of us feel something, but if you don't feel anything and you really feel like something's resonating about this MP3, you should stay on it for a while. I mean, listening to it once a day anyway, for a while, maybe it might be a few weeks or a month, but it depends on how deep whatever's going on with you. But I just want people to know that you should spread my MP3s out about 6 hours apart. Okay. So not to listen to all of them in one day, because that's just not the way my work is. Okay. It's different per healer, but that's just kind of how I work. Okay.
All right. And then somebody was asking if they have a specific issue, should they set an intention for that issue when they listen to the MP3 and for remote healing, right?
I actually think it's really great to have a goal or intention written down. You don't have to read it every day, but yeah, I think even with the remote that you could write down what you want to feel or what you want to have is your reality, whatever it is. And then you could read it once a day if you want, or you just put it away. Okay. But I do think it's really important to do that. Exactly, Gretchen.
Very good.
Absolutely. I recommend it highly, actually.
Cindy, you can add, so the way that our process are set up, you can only add one person on your main order, one family member. If you want to add an additional family member, if you email support@lifereawaken.com, I put the email address in there. They can give you the link to add an additional one, but it will need to be an additional purchase. You can't add it onto the main one. But you can get that link there. And also, someone's not seeing, they purchased and they're not seeing it in Simplero. If you're having any kind of issues like that, if it's not showing up or you didn't get the email or anything like that, please email support@lifereawaken.com, and Chris can help you there. All right. So Dawn, we have almost 30 people with their hands raised.
Okay.
A very important topic, trauma is there.
Well, it is. I mean, it took me this many years to do it, but I felt it was so important, because
right.
It's important because we're dealing with something on some level, it might not be hit you over the head trauma, but it's something that's holding you back, and this is going to help you guys. Okay.
For sure. Is there some
You
kind
know,
of it's like a group process or something that you can do for everybody, since we weren't able to get to everybody today? I don't know, Life Force.
yeah,
You
I do. I do. I want to bring in more
Oh,
life force for everybody
okay.
to kind of activate. Yeah, I'd like to do that right now.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks.
let's do this right now. So guys, I want you to get into a quiet place. I want everybody to be seated or lying down. I don't want anybody multitasking or driving a car. So we're going to jump right into it, Gretchen, because I really do feel this will activate people, and then this will help you get things flowing and actually bring in more of your divine self, your divine soul, and then you'll just kind of know what to do. So let's take a nice, easy breath of white light, everybody. Nice and easy into your lower abdomen, and exhaling it out easy and effortlessly on the out breath. Nothing forced, just nice and easy. I'm just getting us out of our minds into the body. Let's take a nice, easy breath of white light into your lower abdomen, everybody. And releasing it easy and effortlessly on the out breath. Beautiful. So I'm going to do today is I'm just going to kind of open up our central channel more, because a lot of us are kind of contracted. So we could bring in more light. Let's go ahead and bring in a nice, easy breath. One more easy breath of white light into your lower abdomen, everybody. And releasing it easy and effortlessly on the out breath. Beautiful. Let's start at the top of our head, guys, and you just follow along with me. And we're going to go ahead and open up the upper channels here, opening up from our 7th energy synergy up to the divine. So let's go ahead and do that right now with some energy, imagining the energy going up into light that doesn't serve you from your top of your head. And I'll be making my little loud sound here in just a minute, but just allow it to be released. If you feel it or not, it doesn't matter. It's happening anyway. We're working beyond, like I said, all time, space, dimensions, and realities. Let's go ahead and start at the top of our head, guys, and just receive this activation, clearing. Clearing off some energy for everybody. Sorry about that. I moved some energy for everybody. Might get a little dizzy, so please stay seated for a minute. Okay, let's go right into, okay, we're going to do a little activation. Okay, so we're going right into your throat. Right now, I want to open up our throats to speak our truth. Easy, effortlessly of our expression. Right into the throat. Opening up the central channel. Let's go into our heart space. Guys, I want you to put in your heart right now how you want, what do you want happening in your life right now? A goal, maybe you want to visualize or just talk about it. I want to put it in your heart space right now so it could be nurtured and watered by the divine with the emerald fire of light. So we're going to put in your heart space what you're wanting to experience right now in your life, even if it's a feeling. Or maybe it's a picture. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you want a new house. I don't know. But we're just going to open you up to receive that. So let's open up the heart. I'm going to clear any heart obstructions. So what I see here is this will help everybody if you have any heart walls. Okay, because heart walls don't have to be ours. They could be from our family ancestral energy. So let's go ahead and clear them off right now, putting in your heart space with the emerald fire of what you're wanting in your life. So we're going to go ahead and bring that in right now. So the seeds are nurtured and watered by the divine creator. And let's do that activation right now. Excuse me. Okay, let's take a deep breath into our lower abdomen in between the activations and exhaling it out easy and effortlessly. Guys, on the out breath, just let it go. Okay, let's go into our pubic bone. We're going into the first power center there. I wanted to go ahead and activate that, but I also want to clear out some trapped emotions for you. All the energies are still going above your head into the light. We're not going into the earth yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little clearing there in that area, just in case you are holding trapped emotions. And we're going to go ahead and activate your power center. Okay, so let's do that right now. The Chinese call that the lower dantian. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So let's do the next activation right in your lower power center right now by your pubic bone. Okay, take a deep breath, everybody. So energy is releasing, clearing up some trapped emotions as I'm doing that. Also activating your power center. Okay, so we're going to bring in light right now. I'm just talking about it. I'm going to make it stronger with sound. The energy of light from the divine creator is coming in from your crown of your head, is coming in from your body, from the inside out, bringing the high vibration of light of what you're needing right now, guys, coming in from your brain, your eyes. And it's going to trickle in through your physical body as it's coming around you as well at the same time, but it's coming in through you to bring in high vibrational light of activation, also love, and also clearing whatever you're needing right now of nurturing. And we're going to bring it into your heart space too of this high vibrational light. I think one of the callers here I worked with today, she had a tight heart. So we're going to imagine this high vibration light of divine creators going in to nurture and actually help with any heart lesions. I kind of felt some people get these little heart lesions or just kind of tightness around our heart from just years and years of contraction. We're going to bring this high vibration light into your heart space of renewal, regeneration on our arteries, but also just all the veins and arteries and just all the valves. We're just going to go ahead and bring it in right in the heart space. Going to bring it into your lower digestion. Energy of light's coming through you right now, kind of helping your small and large intestines, kind of helping the liver right now release. Release in the liver of any trapped emotions. Clearing the liver right now for you guys. Okay, energy of light is now coming down your feet, guys, and it's going to Mother Earth. We're going to imagine a white grounding cord extending from the bottom of your feet to Mother Earth. The energy of light is coming in like a halo around your body, guys, going around your biofield or the auric field around your body as it's coming in through you. I'm talking right now, and I'll make it stronger here with just a moment of sound. As it's taking away everything that's floating around your body in your auric field, your biofield that is not you. It's also trickling down your grounding cord that is extending from the bottom of your feet in that white grounding cord down to the center of Mother Earth to be transformed into unconditional love. And we're going to go ahead and make it stronger right now as the energy is going to come through you and around you guys, so supporting you, giving you what you need from the divine. Your divine self is coming into your soul. So let's go ahead and do that now and bring in your personal power and light. Let's receive this activation, everybody. Let's receive this right now, what you're needing for everybody here in your own unique way. And let's receive this right now. Excuse me. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I want you to slowly open your eyes, guys. As this energy of light's coming in from your feet, become aware of that the energy of tingling sensation, of the energy of high vibration is coming through you right now. Regeneration, renewal, bringing up whatever needs to be released, bringing in more light, bringing in clearing, renewal, regeneration. Maybe rubbing your eyes, taking a nice stretch up to the sky, everybody. Nice ha breath. Allowing these energies of light from the divine creator to work with you, not just for this moment, guys, but all day long, because they will deepen. As this is a divine activation, guys, it's not just a feel good session. And this is going to activate you on a very deep soul level of what you're needing and actually support you. And actually, hopefully, you feel a little bit more lighter with this, because I did clear out a lot of stuff that might have been lingering on you in especially your fields around your body. So enjoy that, guys. That's a nice activation. It wasn't planned today, but I really feel it's going to help all of you. So thank you for allowing me to share that, Gretchen.
You're very welcome. Awesome. How's everybody feeling? I'd love to hear how you're feeling. I feel definitely more energized and more focused. So thank you for that.
Yeah,
Dawn. Really
my
appreciate it.
pleasure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maureen says, thank
Absolutely.
you, Dawn. Cindy says, wow, thank you, Dawn. Kathy says, at Eve. She's feeling at Eve. Oh, now they're flying in. I feel more focused, feel more present. Thank
Yeah.
you. It was the best, loving it, so calm. I asked my angels this morning for help with releasing weight and keeping it off. I feel like this package is the answer. Thank you, Dawn. Awesome.
Yeah, well, it's going to help people on so many different levels. It does help with weight. So yeah, I mean, it's something you're going to have for the rest of your life, really. I'm very always proud about what I bring in my programs for. I think they're reasonable for everybody. Really, I try to do it so I can help more people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I hope that's one thing I always do is I come in very, very basic because I want to help as many people as possible. And my work does really work. I've been around for a long time. I've been with you guys for a long, long time and on the telesummits, and I know it's people who have felt my MP3s especially know that they work.
Yeah,
They
totally.
know.
Appreciate you and appreciate you're always bringing us new items, new programs that
Well,
are easy to use and definitely get results. So
yeah,
thank
no, definitely. Yeah, that's one thing I'm good at. I'm very good at bringing in light and frequency, and I really could do that in my MP3s and my remote work. So, guys, like I said, if you get in, I'll get you on the remote. But like I said, I'll give you an extra day if it's late in the day, whenever we get it. We do get the report the same day, so we already know. So, guys, just know that I'll be working with you energetically, even if I don't talk to you, and you'll really feel the difference being in this remote, like I said, for 60 days, which is really awesome that you guys are offering that is a bonus right now till Sunday. So, Gretchen, thank you for that.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you so much, Dawn, for this call today. It's
Yeah.
obviously a call that resonates with people. Lots of
Yeah.
people today, lots of people with their hands raised. Guys, if you can do it and you're sick and tired of this trauma, like just affecting so many things, or even if you don't
Yeah.
even know if it's trauma, but you have these repeat
Well,
patterns that keep showing up and you
right.
figure out why. This program is, like Dawn said earlier, is to get rid of the gunk, get rid of the stuff that the blockages that are just really preventing
Yeah.
you from living the life you desire. And
Everybody knows kind of, Gretchen, what they want to change. They might not know exactly what's in the way, but at least it's going to work, whatever it is. And like I said, we're saying, if you don't want to make an intention on this, it's going to work anyway, because it works on a soul level as well, guys. We're just saying that if you want to make an intention, it's fine, especially being in the remote or listen to the MP3s. You may do that, but you don't need to either. Okay. Either way, it's going to work for your highest good.
very good, very good.
Yeah, so it's up to you, but I like to say, for me, I always try to get the most of it. So I always say, if you want, it's best to do it if you really want to put the extra oomph, but you don't need to, because a lot of people even put their family members on the remotes. Gretchen, years ago, I got no, but my soul says, yeah, because it's working on a soul level and their soul's going to work with them, whatever they're needing. So they don't even have to know these days. So it's powerful,
Totally, totally.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Was such a beautiful call. Dawn, thank
Yeah.
you so much for being here and sharing
Oh,
with
I
us
loved it.
and creating this incredible and much needed
Yeah.
program for many of us. So thank
Well,
you.
I
thank
really feel it's the next step right now for everybody. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this, but I really feel it's going to help so many people kind of get you out of your shell or whatever's happening with you, because a lot of us just need a little bit of a little boost. Okay. So I really know this is going to do it for you guys. And of course, having an intention, maybe you do have a big goal in mind that you really want to accomplish in this lifetime, but somehow things aren't just happening. Synchronicities ain't happening. Things ain't lining up. So a lot of it reflects in what's really within you. So by clearing yourself out, clearing out the old cobwebs, if you want to call it, or the old wounds or whatever it is, or stuff that you're carrying in from your own past lifetimes or your ancestral energy, we get that out of the way, then you can really start co-creating with the creator in the way you want to, guys. So I'm very passionate about this because, like I said, I've had trauma my whole life and I've gotten through it. So I'm a walking testament of things that my work and what I offer is really does work. Okay, because we're working with divine creators. So
as well, like look at what's
Yeah.
possible. So it's amazing.
absolutely, I'm very, 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 very humbled, but also I walk my talk. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Yes, you do. All
Yeah.
right, Dawn, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for sharing with us. Really, really, really appreciate you and love having you part of
Yeah.
our community.
Well, I love you too, Gretchen, and I love everybody here. And so nice to work with all the new people today. I mean, I love all the people who've been here for years working with me, but it's just so nice to connect, Gretchen, with some new people today. And I really hope I help them, and just people who listen to their clearings. I hope I helped you in some level too. So thank you for guys for being here, having your time with me, and allowing me to share my gifts with you. And I hope I can activate you to share your gifts with others as well. So thank you, Gretchen. I love you.
Very good. Love you too. Love you all.
Okay.
Have a great day, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye,
Okay.
everyone.
Aloha. You too. Bye, everybody. Aloha.